Hey, what's up to my blindsiders and welcome to another episode of Blindside Reaction Talk TV. Hey, hit that like, also subscribe if you haven't yet. Jump into those comments too if you don't mind. So there was an officer who was involved in a high-speed police chase and shots were fired, and there was a 1-year-old child, whose life was taken. So we finna hear what they got to say about that and find a little more of what's going on with the situation too as well. So hopefully, you know, this video we about to listen to will go into a little detail what happened to that 1-year-old child, why was there a police chase and everything like that. So let's see what's going on. Hit that like, you guys.
I don't know anything right now. My grandson gone. I just want justice. The fast way.
Tonight, the family of a 1-year-old little boy shot and killed by a police officer in North Mississippi calling for justice as the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation now takes over that case. Hi, thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur. An adult was also injured after that shooting that started as a shoplifting call at the Walmart in Senatobia. WRG's Caitlin Barker is live in Senatobia tonight. And Caitlin, you spoke with those relatives just hours after that incident today.
Good evening, Shay. Well, I spoke with many relatives right now.
So far we know why the police chase possibly started. And to whoever that is, bro, why would you go inside a store, steal something with a 1-year-old child? You're not just putting yourself in jeopardy if you choose to do some dumb shit, but you also put that 1-year-old baby in that 1-year-old baby's life in jeopardy too because of your actions, homie. But let's continue on.
Now they're very upset and understandably very emotional, and they tell me right now they have more questions than answers.
We don't really know anything. We don't know why it happened or whatever. All we know is that a car was shot up and a 1-year-old baby was killed.
A family is heartbroken after 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was shot and killed during an officer-involved shooting at the Walmart on US 51 Sunday.
It's surprising that they would say that infant's name because that's something they don't usually do. So I'm assuming that this tragedy would possibly end up turning into, a national type event. You know, it's gonna get national notification after a while.
Afternoon. According to NBI investigators, the incident involved Senatobia police officers and the Tate County Sheriff's Office. The NBI says law enforcement officers were responding to a shoplifting call. When officers arrived, they, quote, encountered 2 subjects and a juvenile child fleeing the store. Police say when they attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver drove in the direction of the officers, almost striking one. That's when an officer, quote, discharged their weapon before the vehicle fled at the scene.
It didn't have to happen this way. It could have been handled differently.
Lacole Wiley, a relative of those involved in the incident.
That is true. They didn't have to start shooting because of a car trying to round them. That is true. They didn't have to do that. But also, the family member of that 1-year-old child didn't have to also try to ram, a police car. He also didn't have to flee with that baby in the car, bro. That's the main thing. His action is the reaction, or their actions is the reactions of the police officer. So if they're gonna charge the police officer with that crime, maybe he pulled his weapon out too soon. And yes, trust me, it's a terrible loss. Trust me, I do feel like the officer, something should happen to him because it don't seem like, he was in a space where his life was in jeopardy or anything like that. True, he was in a vehicle and his vehicle could have been rammed, but don't the police officer have something on the front of their car, to in case they have to ram things or something like that? So that could have been used for force as a weapon on the police behalf. But all this started because the family member of that infant child did something stupid. So the same way they blaming the police station, I hope they blaming their dumbass family member too as well. Because y'all family member is part of the reason why you guys lost a 1-year-old child, man. Rest in peace to that baby.
It says she doesn't understand how a shoplifting call could lead to a child being shot and a woman in critical condition that she believes was over diapers.
A Senatobia, Mississippi policeman shot, open fire in a public setting over Allegedly some Pampers.
After the shooting, authorities say the driver.
Hold it right there. It wasn't alleged. They actually stole something. They tried to flee from the police, and they tried to damage a patrol car. So true, the reaction of that police officer, I don't think it was the right reaction. But the cause of his reaction was the people who had the care of that infant child with them, bro. So, motherfucker, at a certain age, you know right from wrong. You know what you doing. You feel me? So if that person had thought about his actions before jeopardizing that baby's life, the baby would still be with us right now. You feel me? Was it senseless for the police them to, shoot at them for stealing Pampers, I guess? Yes, it was senseless. But at the same time, let's not act like the police don't have a job to do. You feel me? Let's not act like that. Even though we know they do a lot of crooked shit, let's not act like they still don't have a job to do.
Along with the child's mother and the child, came to the local hospital where 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was pronounced dead and another individual had critical injuries.
I'm just lost for words, to be honest.
Everybody held accountable.
Someone need to be held accountable for it. It's just not right.
While this family grieves the loss of little Cohen Wiley, they tell me getting justice for the little boy is a top priority.
Everything and everybody that was involved need to be held accountable. I'm not giving up until I get justice. It's a must.
Now, this investigation is ongoing and it's currently being conducted by the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. Now, the Zenotopia Police Department also released a statement.
There you go, guys. 1-year-old child shot and unalive in Mississippi. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know who's in fault. Was the police officer at fault, or was the person who stole and tried to get away from the police, were they at fault, or were both parties that were involved? Should both of them, be taken accountable for the loss of that 1-year-old child? Because true, the officer didn't have to shoot, at the car. He didn't have to do that, especially if he knew there was a baby in that car. But true, the ones that was trying to get away from the police after stealing, they didn't have to flee. They didn't have to flee. They didn't have to try to ram the police car as well. So you guys let the blind homie know what you think about this. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Hit that like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget, the blind homie will be giving away $100 once we reach our goal of 600 subscribers. Ladies, fellas, if you haven't yet, you make sure you go check out Peachy Beauty and Home Bar, Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. Her website, that's peachybeauty.com. She's giving all my subscribers 10% off any purchase that they make on her items. And if you are in the state of Georgia looking for a new home, hey, make sure you go check out Swan Associates in Real Estate, or follow her or subscribe to her YouTube channel at Living in Statesboro, GA. Hey, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.